Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 4th of April, 2022. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you guys here. And you know what? You all know that war started over in Ukraine with Russia. And, China's never really came out and said, hey, we are denouncing Russia. Just before this war started, China and Russia are together like this, and so just before the war started, and they never really come out and denounced Russia. And this is war, not just in a hot war, which it is between Ukraine and Russia, but this is war in a financial sense as well. They mean to take us down, ladies and gentlemen. And this is part of the moves that Russia is making right now with gold. Now, I heard that Putin has set a gold price for the Russian ruble of 5,000 rubles for 1 gram of gold. And basically what this is doing is they want to put a floor under the price of gold. Now, the LBMA, they've been doing paper manipulation of the gold market for years, and this is an integral part of our financial system. It's how they value the dollar. It's basically connected to the structure of the dollar itself. In other words, if gold were too cheap, it means that the dollar is being devalued as a currency. And if gold's too expensive, I should say. Gold becomes too expensive, it means that the dollar's worth less. So the higher the gold price goes, the less the dollar's purchasing power. Now, we got a problem with inflation right now. The Russians and the Chinese know we got a problem. And they've been accumulating both. Russia and China have been accumulating gold for years. Could they have had plans to take down the dollar as the world reserve currency? I think so. I think maybe this is all part of a plan that goes back for years. And now they may be starting to execute this plan together. Now, I'm not sure they're actually together on this. Russia's the one that's doing it right now. They're the one who is created this war, and now they've said, hey, our petroleum products over here in Russia, we're not going to sell them unless we sell them for rubles, gold, or Bitcoin. What's going to be the end result? Hasn't really seemed to have impacted the price of Bitcoin as of yet, but the gold price too and silver price haven't really been impacted so much as of yet. But it might be just a matter of time. We might be on the verge or the edge or cusp of a change, a sea change, and not just the price of gold and silver, but commodities in general. The impact of what's happening right now is probably like the impact that we'd see over a 20-year period condensed into like a 2-week period. And it's going to continue, and it may intensify, especially if China joins in on this financial battle. And of course, under the Trump administration, a financial war was started with China. It was called a trade war. And it's never really been stopped. They had a little ceasefire for a little while in this trade war between China and the United States. But that ended. The ceasefire ended. And now we see this escalation with Russia, and this financial war is continuing. And how does it impact you? It impacts you, well, every time you go to the pump gas, it impacts you. And you see prices go up. We have things called shrinkflation, so even if you don't see prices go up, you might see less cookies in your box of cookies when you go into the store to buy cookies, or you might notice your candy bars getting smaller. And also they put the price up at the same time. And so with our general consumer price inflation, you can't really go by those exact numbers that you see on the consumer price index, because the inflation is many levels higher than that. So the Fed right now, they've decided that they're probably going to do a half of a basis point or a half of 1 percentage point hike in rates. of the short end of the yield curve. And this move is going to put a higher price on money itself. It's not going to help to stem off this inflation. So we're moving into an area where we're moving into very rapid change within the financial system itself. And you got to think about this because it's going to affect your daily lives and what you can purchase. And we might be on the very cusp of the gold and silver price going up massively very soon. So listen, guys, stay tuned. Keeping my eye on top of this situation. And probably tomorrow I'm going to be able to do a market report in the regular style that I normally do. Well, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.